Morning. Today we are discussing lecture 7. So you are using the lecture 7 dealing in the unit 1. Dealing in the unit 1. In the last previous classes, we have discussed the topics of evolutions of management. Evolutions of management. There you have 5 types of evolution of management. So based on the 5 types of evolution of management, many of the scientists, researchers, philosophers have showed, given some showcased some of the important management concepts, how to organize, a industry or a firm or a business in a successful manner, starting from 18th century, 19th century, 20th, and current technology. In every field, the management concepts are existing. So, based upon the applications and the strategies, the management concepts are keep on changing. But the roots have been started. The roots was started in the early 18th centuries. So many scientists like Henry Fayol, F.W. Taylor, Matt Hathron, so like this, some of the scientists have researched thoroughly the management principles and started their own experience R&D in the organizations and industries and gave some of the principles. So we will discuss the balance organizations and also what are the layouts also. Okay, right. So in the unit 1, we are having the types of sewer systems, the balance sewer systems, and the layouts we will discuss in this session, right? Okay. So in the last class, we have discussed what are the various types of sewer systems and what are the various types of quantities and estimation of sewage and stormwater. Sewage and stormwater. So in this class, we'll discuss the balance types of sewers, their layouts, their applications, their advantages, and their maintenance. Right now, now. So in the types of sewer systems, generally we know there are two types of sewer systems. One is combined sewer systems. Other one is a separate sewer systems. But the other few things are simplified sewer systems, solid free sewer systems, pressurized sewer systems, vacuum sewer systems, and open drain sewer systems. We'll discuss all these sewer type systems in detail by showing the layout, right? By showing the layout. So if you have any audio and video problems, just chat me in the chat box. Next. So we have seen what's the meaning of combined system in the last class. The combined system, both the storm water, both the sanitary water, both the municipal waste are all mixing in a common pipeline. Thereby the sewage is coming into the sewer system. So here the capital cost, we are having high capital cost because it is combining all types of sewers here, because it is combining the all types of sewer system. So low health risk, because everything is going in under one pipeline, we are having low health risk when compared to the separate system. So the stormwater and wastewater can be managed at the same time. So because of the combination, we can manage the stormwater and wastewater easily. And the moderate operation and maintenance cost, we are having normal operation and maintenance cost when compared to the other types of sewer system. Right? Next. So if you see the layout, what you are having in a combined sewer system, just see the ground bed. So see the ground bed. So see the treatment plan here. See the treatment plan here. See, so the rainwater is coming. the rain is falling on the ground. Here, whenever the rain is falling on the ground, the water is taking place into the road, stormwater inlet. See, you are having the stormwater inlet. We are having hello. Voice is okay? Okay. So we are having the stormwater inlet. So in the stormwater inlet, what you are having? See, the water is coming on the ground. It is passing into the stormwater inlets, and it is passing into the stormwater inlets. Next, the combined sewer pipe. See the combined sewer pipe at the one end. See the combined sewer pipe is at one end on the figure. So the combined sewer pipe. This is a large pipe. This is a large pipe. This is a large pipe where 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 the large pipe is connected to the regulator. Why? Because it is a regulator body where it regulates all types of water. Now see, wastewater treatment plant, WTTP, wastewater treatment plant. So what's happening in the wastewater treatment plant? So all types of water is coming through regulator and passing into this chamber, passing into the chamber. So here you are having separate cabins, separate layers of the wastewater treatment plant. Now, now, so what happens in this? So this place is where the water is transforming to the households, where the water treated. So from here, the water is going to the different individual houses. From there, the sanitary is coming to the sanitary waste, and in this main pipeline, it is passing out through the regulators. See, we are having the drain pipe. We are having the drain pipe passing into the seabed or riverbed. Now, from the treatment plant, freshwater treatment plant, it is a wastewater treatment plant. This one is a wastewater treatment plant. This one is a freshwater treatment plant, right? So from the freshwater treatment plant, the freshwater is going to the different houses, and from the house, the sanitary waste is passing into this combined sewer. Okay, combined sewer. In the freshwater plant also, the drain pipe is coming out, freshwater pipe, right? So in the combined sewer pipe, which is laid below the roads, just 3 meters or 2 meters below 1.52 meters uh, below the road. It is taking all types of sewage water, all types of sewage water, and finally it is passing into the regulator. There it is regulated and passing into the river bed. So that is the concept of combined sewer system. That is the concept of combined sewer system. Next. Now see the detailed combined sewer system. What's happening? So if this is your house or this is a house in a society, see here the pipeline, roof drain and foundation drain. Roof drain. See this is a roof drain. This is a roof drain. Below the house you are having the foundation drain. See this one is the combined sewer pipe. This one is the combined sewer pipe or on the road. So this is a road where whenever the rain falls outside on the road or normal outside area, the rainwater is passing in this channel, and the rainwater runoff from this runoff, it is going into this channel, and it is passing into this channel, and it is combining with this process. Now the service letter. Here, whatever the household water what we are using in the house, it is also passing into this chamber and combining with the stormwater. Here, the combined sewer overflow. Whenever the water is overflowing from this pipe, it is bypassed to the river bed, and the combined sewer is passing into the sewerage system. This is the general layout of the combined sewer system. Next. Now see the other figure, combined sanitary waste and stormwater. Combined sanitary waste and stormwater, how they are processing. See here, the blue color portion indicates the water which is coming, which is the natural way, which is the outside water, Now this is the different places, residential areas, business areas, and wastewater treatment facility. So whenever the rain falls, the rain is falling on the roof, the rain is falling on the building, the rain is falling on the other areas, is passing on the road and passing into the drains. So whenever you see the ready-made roads and ready-made areas, automatically you can see this type of system. So whenever the rainwater is falling, it is passing into the drains of storm drains. So from here, the rainwater is passing into the where combination of the all the water now. So the green color portion. So you can see the green color portion, the sewers, whatever the household things and companies and other industries. So here it is passing in the green color portion, and again it is mixing in the combined treatment sewer pipes. Next, the flow of wastewater treatment plant. Here through the pumps, the combined water is taken to the treatment plant, taken to the wastewater treatment plant, and it is treated at this point. Whenever the water is treated, whenever the water is treated, is passing into the is passing into the open areas where the combined sewer outfall takes place, where the combined sewer outfall takes place. So this is a layout. So in the exam, you can draw your own design or your own figure. So there is no compulsion of drawing only ఇదే figure వేయాలి అనే rule ఏం లేదు. So if you know the concept, how the mixture of sanitary and storm water is combining and passing in only one channel, only in one pipe, then like it also we can show the figure. Now see the other figure. So this all comes under combined sewer systems. Okay, this all comes under combined sewer systems. Now see the dry weather DWF, dry weather flow and wet weather flow. Dry weather flow on plenty, there is no rainfall. Wet weather flow means there is a rainfall. So in the dry weather flow, what's happening? See here, from the industry, from the residential houses, apartments, and schools, colleges, from schools, colleges, the general sewage is passing through one pipe. Okay, the general sewage is passing through one pipe. So here there is no rain. Here there is no rain. See the storm drain. So వర్షం పడినప్పుడు ఈ డ్రైన్స్ ఇలాంటి డ్రైన్స్ అనేవి రోడ్డు మీద ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. So here there is no passage of water. There is no passage of water. So it is not coming. So but the sewage from the domestic places it is passing. From the sewage the domestic is passing. Next. So it is flowing through the pipe. It is flowing through the pipe, and the wastewater facility treatment is placed at some point. Then, then what happens? The treated wastewater అనేది coming to the canal outside, coming to the canal outside to the different pipe. So whenever there is a overflow, this pipe takes into action. Okay. Now see the pink color, see the orange color portion is the sanitary water. See the blue color portion is storm water. It's a mixture of both combined sanitary and storm water. Sanitary and storm water. So this is whenever there is a dry weather flow, whenever there is a dry weather flow. Now see whenever the rainy condition, whenever we are having a rainy condition that is wet weather flow, here whenever the rain comes, see the changes in the figure. Automatically the sewage water is coming from the buildings and the storm water, the rain water through the pipes are placed for the residential houses, roof toppings, any commercial complex. We are taking the rainwater and it is passing through the drain and generally on the roads also passing through the drain and it is passing into the channels. There what's happening? The sewage water plus storm water are both mixing in the one pipeline, sewer pipeline, and it is passing in this direction. So the overflow during the rain, it is passing in this way and coming outside. Here, what happens? The balanced water is coming into the treatment plant and it is treated here. The treated wastewater is flowing out to the channels. So like this, the dry weather flow and wet weather flow is happening at this point, right? So this is a simple figure of combined sewer system where you are having dry weather flow and wet weather flow. Next. So if you have any audio and video problem, just chat me. Okay? If it is fine, then it's okay. Next, the second one is sewer systems. Separate sewer systems. So what's happening in the separate sewer systems? Simply combined sewer ఏం జరుగుతుందో ఇక్కడ రివర్స్ జరుగుతుంది అన్నమాట, రైట్? The separate sewer systems are designed to convey the wastewater and stormwater in separate pipes. So ఇలాంటిది fourth year project. So now we are in the fourth year. You can do a a prototype project, a pilot prototype project, just as a fourth year project, and you can show, or you can make a dummy model, prototype model, and you can prepare as a project how the water is flowing, how you are doing the process. So industry wastewater or commercial domestic wastewater, that is sanitary water plus rain water, ఎలా జరుగుతుంది అనేది మీరు ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇచ్చి చేయొచ్చు దీనిలో. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ sewer system, you are having separate pipeline for waste, stormwater plus sewage water. The sanitary sewer systems collect and transport the wastewater. The sanitary sewer system for the devices. Sanitary sewer systems collect the water and transport wastewater to the treatment plant. Storm sewer systems collect and transport storm water runoff. Sanitary sewer systems may also collect wet weather flow via illicit connections from the house drains or storm sewers, as well as through the defects in the pipes and manholes. So whatever the leakages or whatever the other openings in the pipeline is there, either the sewage water or the storm water are collected in the big pipe separately, that is in the separate sewer system, right? Next. So what about the cost and health aspects? If you see, the construction cost is higher than that of the combined sewer system. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ మిక్సింగ్ జరగట్లేదు, వీఆర్ యూజింగ్ సపరేట్ పైప్స్. సో వెన్ ఎవర్ యూఆర్ యూజింగ్ సపరేట్ పైప్స్, thereby the cost is also high when compared to the combined sewer system. Okay, so here the cost is high. When compared to the combined sewer systems, because two separated networks are planned. Okay, like they provide a high level of hygiene and comfort. So combined system లో మిక్చర్ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి hygiene అనేది less when compared to the separate. Now, if you see the separate sewer system, the hygiene level and comfortness అనేది more. Why? Because we are using separate pipes, thereby కాస్ట్ ఎక్కువైనా కూడా హైజీన్ లెవెల్కి వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ కంఫర్ట్ అండ్ సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్. In a properly constructed separate sewer systems, the sewage is transported in a closed system. Directly to the treatment plant and cannot overflow into the environment. So combined system ఏం జరుగుతుంది? Open system లో the water is going into the environment, whereas in the separate sewer system, the sewage అనేది ఎలా జరుగుతుంది, ఎలా మూవ్ అవుతుందంటే it is passing in a closed system directly into the treatment plant and thereby overflow to the environment అనేది ఉండదు. మన combined system ఏం జరిగింది? Overflow ఉంది. If you see the figure here, overflow is passing and going to the environment, whereas in the separate system మనకి separate pipes ఉంటాయి, separate treatment facility ఉంటుంది. Here the water is getting treated. That is happening in the separate sewer system. Next, what about the applicability? The same applicability can be used as in case of sewer system also. The separate sewer system, combined sewer system, both you can use in urban areas and also the other industrial areas. So suitable for urban areas with resources to implement, operate, maintain the system. So these are suitable for both urban areas and industrial areas, but it depends upon the size of the area and population. Like మనం చెప్పుకున్నట్టు quantity and estimation లో we are having the population size, area to be covered, ఇవన్నీ డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం కదా. దాన్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకొని applications will change. Next, appropriate when a centralized treatment facility is available. Whenever the centralized appropriate ఎక్కడ యూజ్ అవుతున్నాయి మేజర్ అడ్వాంటేజ్, whenever the treatment plants కామన్ గా ఉన్నప్పుడు రెండిటికి, then it is more advantageous. Next, especially suitable in areas where irregular heavy rainfall is expected to avoid frequent combined system overflows. So ఎక్కడైతే ఓవర్ఫ్లోస్ జరగకుండా ఉన్న చోట, and also whenever you are having a irregular rainfalls, that places it is very useful for maintaining the separate sewer systems to avoid what? To avoid overflow. అంతే కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనకి separate sewer systems లో sewage material coming from one pipe, storm water is coming from one pipe. So heavy rains లేనప్పుడు irregular గా వర్షాలు పడుతున్నప్పుడు storm water pipe will become empty. Only sewage material is coming from the domestic places and it is treated and it is going out. అక్కడ మనకి ఏం జరుగుతుంది? ఓవర్ఫ్లో అనేది జరగదు. In such cases, మనకి స్టాండ్ బైగా sewerage separate system is used in the such cases. See the advantages. Surface runoff, grey water and black water can be managed separately. Grey water అంటే the waste water, black water means the polluted water. Okay, the surface runoff can be done. The surface runoff can be done very easily and can be managed separately. ఏంటి? Needs reliable supply of piped water. అంతే కదా. Whenever the works are improving, whenever the work is more, automatically the machinery and the tools and the materials are also more. Next, limited or no risk of sewage overflow. Limited or no risk of sewage overflow. అంతే కదా. Because whenever you are using such type of separate systems, overflow అనేది తక్కువ. Here, difficult to construct a high intensity areas, difficult to construct in high density areas, difficult and costly to maintain. So hilly areas low, rocky areas low, it is very difficult to construct a separate sewer system. Why? Because maintenance cost ఎక్కువ. అదే combined sewer system అనుకోండి, hilly areas or in any tropical areas, rocky areas, the both are coming from one pipe కాబట్టి the construction maintenance is very less. Next, convenience, minimal intervention by users. Convenience, the application is very less. High capital cost, more expensive than combined sewer system. ఎందుకంటే whenever the convenience గా ఉన్నప్పుడు, so whenever the flexible time, for example, if you are taking the flexible timings for working in any place, automatically the maintenance cost and the other cost will become more. అదే మీకు డిమాండ్ నార్మల్గా రొటీన్గా జరుగుతున్నప్పుడు అక్కడ మనకి క్యాపిటల్ కాస్ట్ ఆర్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ కాస్ట్ విల్ బి లెస్. నెక్స్ట్, low health risk. Low health risk when compared to the combined sewers, we are having a low health risk. Requires skilled engineers and operators. అంతే కదా. హెల్త్ రిస్క్ అనేది తక్కువ ఉంటుందంటే వాట్స్ ద మీనింగ్? ద మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ అంటే ఇట్ మే బి ద డాక్టర్స్, ఇంజనీర్స్ ఆర్ ఆపరేటర్స్, వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా ఉండాలి? హైలీ స్కిల్డ్ పీపుల్ అయి ఉండాలి. వెన్ ఎవర్ దర్ ఇస్ హైలీ స్కిల్డ్ పీపుల్, దెన్ దెర్ ఇస్ అ లో లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ రిస్క్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీ, ఒక పెద్ద చాలా అపార్ట్మెంట్స్ ఉన్న చోట మీరు ఉంటున్నారు. సో అట్ దట్ ప్లేస్, వెన్ ఎవర్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ వెరీ హెల్తీ, అంటే లో రిస్క్. వెన్ ఎవర్ ద పీపుల్ ఆర్ వెరీ హెల్తీ, వాట్ ద మీనింగ్? అక్కడ ఆ కమ్యూనిటీలో the engineers or the doctors or paramedical people are working very efficiently. That's the thing. The disadvantages కూడా ఉంది. The payments, maintenance of the engineers and operators are also high. So you have to think in a logical way. Next, no nuisance from smells. So combined system లో మనకి smells వస్తాయి. Here you are having no nuisance from the smells. No nuisance from the smells we are getting in the system. Mosquitoes or flies. Need for pumping on flat ground. So whenever we are having this type of no smell, no mosquitoes and no flies, automatically the maintenance of pumping will be more. Next, చాలా మంది లేట్ గా జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు. Participants, 12 participants. Okay, no nuisance. Okay, no problems related to discharging of industrial wastewater. Problems associated with blockages and breakdown of pumping equipment. Surface runoff and rainwater can be reused in landscaping or agriculture. So whenever the whenever the water is treated correctly, then these are used for landscaping and agriculture purpose. Okay. Adequate treatment or disposal required for large point source discharge. Whenever we have to dispose the water, there will be the proper disposable systems for the output. Next one. Now see the separate sewer system layout. So ఇక్కడ మనకు ఒక ఇల్లు కనిపిస్తుంది ఒక టెరైన్ ప్లేసెస్ లో. So this is a road. Okay. So from the house, ఇది టేపర్ గా ఉంది కాబట్టి రెయిన్ వాటర్ అనేది కంటి పడుతుంది కాబట్టి దీన్ని మనము
Hello.
గటర్స్ ద్వారా హలో Krishna, what is the problem? Just mute yourself if you don't have any problem. Okay. Now, see here, from the house, the rainwater is collected in the roof drain, and the normal household sewage waste material is coming from the household wastewater pipe. So here, these are collected from, see the orange or yellow color pipe. These are collected in the yellow color pipe. The rainwater is collected in the blue color pipe. There is the stormwater sewage and the sanitary sewage. Now, these both are not mixing as in a combined style. So from the house or residential, the stormwater is going into the pipe. On the roads or on the ground or the open places through the storm drain. See the storm drain at this place. It is passing through this channel and going into the pipe. Next, see the overflow. When there is an overflow of the sanitation, there is a channel which is sent to the lake, which is sent to the other wastewater lake, and it is sent to the treatment plant. It is sent to the lake. Whenever we require the water efficiently, then this stormwater is also treated along with the sanitary water. So like this, the separate sewer system is arranged both in urban areas as well as the industrial commercial areas. So there is a simple diagram of showing the separate sewer system. Next, you can see this one also. You can see a 3D view of stormwater and separate sanitary water. See the structure here. Here simply is nothing but the urban area. Urban area where you are having house, building, shops, malls, inventory, stores, etc. So here the sanitary pipe is connected at one side. The stormwater is collected at one side. See, the sanitary pipe to wastewater treatment facility. So here the pipes are laid down for each individual houses where to collect the sanitary waste. And on the roads or on the top surface of the houses, rain falls on the roads and on the houses, on the apartments or houses. Then the water is collected in the storm storm streams, storm water pipe, and it is taken to the outside. So like this also we can show the separate systems for storm water and sanitary sewer. So in the sanitary sewer, you are getting only from the domestic waste. As storm water, we can see all the roadways on the waste. And you can see the waste, you can see the banana waste, you can see the chocolate wafers, you can see the bottles, you can see the aluminum cans, the dump, everything is coming on the storm water. Next, separate sanitary and storm water sewage. So here also it is showing the same figure in a different module. So here the sanitary sewer is coming from various apartments and flowing separately into the treatment plant, and the rain, whatever it is falling on the buildings, areas, etc., is collecting from the storm water and it is passing into the discharge in the open environment. So when there is no rain, there is no storm water discharging during dry weather. When there is a wet rain, automatically you are having the rainwater. Now here it is treated, the sanitary water is treated in these treatment plants, and again the fresh water, and again the, sorry, not the fresh water, the treated water. If the treated water is passing into the open channels. This is a process going on in the separate sanitary systems, right? Next. Now see the combined and separate. Dry weather lo ela jarugutundi, combined separate sewer lo dry weather, wet weather ela jarugutundi. So these are the simple figures. Without, if at all theory అర్థం కాకపోయినా, by seeing the figure also you can draw the, you can understand the concept and you can write the notes. See the combined sewer, what's happening in the dry weather. సన్నీగా ఉన్నప్పుడు రెయిన్ వాటర్ దీనిలో పడడం లేదు, ఓన్లీ సీవేజ్ వాటర్, sanitary sanitary water is going in the here in this pipe and it is going for the treatment plant and outfall pipe to the outside ఎక్కడైతే ఓవర్ఫ్లో జరిగినప్పుడు దీనిలోంచి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది దీనిలోంచి వాటర్ లేదు చూసారా హియర్ ద వాటర్ ఇస్ నాట్ కమింగ్ వై బికాస్ ఇట్ ఇస్ అ sunny season whenever it is rainy season so see here the pipe is filled with water sanitary sewage is also filled with sewage these both are mixing at a certain point and it's going to the treatment plant the overflow water through the dam it is passing into the outlet. Now see the separate sewer systems. You are having water, rainwater ki separate stormwater pipe undi, sewage water ki separate sewage water. Now the stormwater direct ga em jarugutundi local sewage pipe loki vellipoyi stormwater and it is passing to the outside atmosphere. Whereas in the sanitary water it is going here and passing to the treatment plant as usual where we are using in the dry weather flow of combined sewers. Now see the wet water flow. In the wet water flow also, ikkada blue లేదు అంటే వాటర్ లేదు ఇక్కడ వాటర్ ఉంది so here the water is going and passing at this chamber here the sewage water is passing at this chamber so these are not combined separately the strong water is flowing here and passing into the environment here it is passing into the sewage treatment plant so like this we can draw or we can show what's happening in combined sewer system of dry weather flow and wet weather flow separate sewer systems of dry weather flow and wet weather flow. Next. Third one is simplified and condominal sewers. So it describes a sewer system, a sewer system that is constructed using small diameter pipes. So separate sewers flow, combined sewers flow, the pipes are very very large in diameter.
రైజ్ చేయండి సార్ అర్థం కావట్లేదు
ఏమా హలో హలో
వాయిస్ కొంచెం
వాయిస్ ఓకేనా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా వాయిస్ ఇస్ ఓకే
వాయిస్ సరిగ్గా బ్లర్ అవుతుంది సార్ లేకపోతే వస్తుంది
బ్లర్ అవుతుందా 1 సెకండ్ ఆడిబుల్ గా ఉందా నవ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఓకే
కొంచెం రైజ్ చేయండి సార్
కొంచెం రైస్ చేయాలి
కొంచెం గట్టిగా
నవ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఓకే ఓకే
నో సార్ ఇంకా తగ్గింది
ఒకసారి మీ వాల్యూమ్స్ పెంచుకోండి ఒకసారి సీ ది వాల్యూమ్
కొంచెం ఉంది సార్
నవ్ ఇట్ ఇస్ ఓకే హలో
ఓకే సార్
ఓకే
ఓకే సార్ ఓకే సార్
okay now see that describe in this third type that is a simplified system it describes the smaller diameter pipelines laid to the shallower depth and the depth of the water level will be very low and flatter gradient than conventional sewers. What are the conventional sewers? The separate system and combined system are the conventional sewers. Here it allows for the more flexible design associated with lower cost and high number of connected households. ఇక్కడ సింప్లిఫైడ్ ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే వాట్ ఎవర్ ద డిసడ్వాంటేజెస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ కంబైన్డ్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ సీవర్ సిస్టమ్ దీని లోపల దాన్ని పాజిటివ్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ ద సింప్లిఫైడ్ డిజైన్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ ద ఫ్లెక్సిబిలిటీ where we can install with low cost and high number of connected households. So ఎక్కువ percentage of connectivity to the household చేయొచ్చు with the low cost with more flexibility. Why because we are using small diameter pipes. Next, because of the sewers are more communal, they are often referred as a condominal sewers because these sewers are often flexible and we can work along with the flow depends upon the application. These are more communal and friendly, so these can be treated as condominal sewers are also. Next, what about the cost consideration? The cost simplified sewerage system, the sewerage system flow, the cost is 80% less expensive than conventional gravity sewers, sometimes even lesser. It depends upon the on-site sanitation, depends upon the sanitation applications. Maximum 50 to 80% we can reduce the cost when compared to the separate systems and combined systems. Next, this is because simplified sewerage uses flatter gradient, shallow excavation depths, smaller diameter pipes and simple inspection units. So because maximum depth manamu we cannot place in the ground, and also the diameter of the pipes are less when compared to the conventional systems, thereby automatically the inspection purpose, the inspection process is also very simple. So that's why it is called as a simplified sewer system. Next, what about the operation maintenance? Here the blockages need to be removed and the system need to be flushed periodically. So operation అనేది medium level లో ఉంటుంది. Maintenance of this simplified sewer is medium. Here the blockages should be periodically tested on the roads or on the commercial areas or in the household. The pipeline system components such as cleanouts or ventilation points should be regularly checked and maintained. So whenever it is simplified design, so maintenance will be everywhere for any type of sewer system. So దీనిలో ఏం జరుగుతుంది? The manholes, the ventilation points should be periodically checked and maintained in order to get the proper results. Next, what about the applications? When the ground is rocky or groundwater capable is high. Okay, whenever these can be applied whenever the ground is rocky in structure. Okay, and they can be installed in almost all types of settlements and all, especially appropriate for the dense urban settlements. Dense, whenever the ground is dense means sarvantanga. Whenever it is the dense structure, rocky structure, application is very easy to lay down. Next, what are the advantages? You see the advantages here. So it can be built and repaired with locally available materials. So whatever the atmosphere or whatever the area you are choosing, at that point, for the simplified sewer system, it is very easily built and repaired. Whatever the materials are available in the local area, requires enough water for flushing. So here the water usage is more. That is the disadvantages. So flush చేయడానికి we require lots of amount of water. Next, capital costs are between 50 to 80%. ఇందాక మనం చెప్పుకున్నట్టు the capital cost is very less, very less. Requires 80% to 50 to 80% of less cost. Next one, requires expert design and construction supervision. So automatically whenever you are using the simplified design, automatically experts దగ్గర నుంచి we have to take the suggestions and other maintenance advice. Next, operating costs are low, requires frequent repairs and removals of blockages. Here the operating cost is low and also the initial cost is also low. Can be extended as the community changes and grows. So the flexibility and flexibility, the simplified system you are having good flexibility. So what is the flexibility here? Whenever the community changes, and the community అంటే whenever the locality increases or decreases or grows, decrease అయితే ఉండదు, generally increase ఉంటుంది. So whenever the community changes or grows rapidly or slowly, automatically it will adjust according to the current situation. Only suitable where there are interceptor tanks, septic tanks, and other on-site pre-treatment systems. సో ఈ ఎక్కడెక్కడ అప్లికబుల్ అవుతుంది, వాట్ ఇస్ ద డిసడ్వాంటేజ్? కొన్ని చోట్ల మాత్రమే వేర్ యూఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ద సెప్టిక్ ట్యాంక్స్, ఆన్ సైట్ ప్రీ ట్రీట్మెంట్ సిస్టమ్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇంటర్సెప్టర్ ట్యాంక్స్. ఇన్ సచ్ ఏరియాస్ దిస్ సింప్లిఫైడ్ సిస్టమ్స్ ఆర్ used. See the next one, solid free sewers. Solid free sewers. So this is the fourth one is the solid free sewers. So what's happening in the solid free sewers? These are similar to that of the conventional sewer systems, but the wastewater is pre-settled and solid removed before entering the system. So whenever the sewage water is coming through the drain to the outlet, the wastewater is pre-settled and solids are removed. So before entering into the environment, before the treated water is entering into the environment, the solids are automatically removed from the system. That's happening in the treatment. That's happening in the solid treatment system. Next, as solids are removed, sewer diameter can be much smaller and they cannot be constructed using less conservative design criteria. Means So we have to remove the solid materials from the open or closed system. Then what happens? The diameter of the pipe should be in take into consideration. So you should have the fewer pump systems. ఎక్కువ అనుకోండి, the maintenance is more. Whenever you're having more, whenever you're having more pipes, the maintenance cost is more. That's why the fewer pipes, less diameter, depth, etc. we have to use, resulting the lower investment cost. ఇవన్నీ ఎప్పుడు జరుగుతుంది? Whenever you are using proper design and proper optimization, automatically investment cost is low. Next, due to the simplified design, the solid phase sievers can be built cheaper. So simplified design kante in this solid phase sievers, the design is very cheap and easy to construct in the places. Next one. If you see the design aspects, here, if you see the design aspect, there is a little risk of clogging. So see the houses here, how the pipelines are laid, and it is passing to the different plants where the solid particles are settled at some settling tanks, and the other water is passing to the inspection chamber, and the balanced water is passing to the environment. So in this style, the solid fluid sievers are used. Can have fewer inspection points. Okay, inspection points means manholes. Can follow the topography more closely and can have efficient gradient. So what's having the topography? The geographical area, the topography, the area where you are laying. So these are very convenient. Depends upon the topographical area, and the manholes are very less for designing. And also there is a little risk of clogging. Why? Because the solid waste are separately treated in separate tanks, right? So with this we can conclude the class here. Today how many students? 12 students are presented in this session. So after this the video is uploaded in the YouTube. Just follow the YouTube link. Okay. Take a screenshot. Your screenshot పెట్టుకోండి. Take any screenshot. After this, within half an hour or 20 minutes, you can watch the video